ICE arrested at least 12 people during this week's operation around the cities, and nearly half of those detained are originally from Somalia. And for the first time, we're hearing from the wife of one of the men arrested, and she is pushing back on ICE's claims that he is an active gang member. Our Danny Spiewak is following this story and has more. Danny?
Jennifer, Homeland Security's list of arrests includes one Somali refugee who has been challenging deportation efforts since President Trump's first term. His criminal history is no secret, but his wife told me in a phone conversation today that she's going to keep fighting to keep him here. Rhoda Christensen says she learned from a neighbor on Monday that her husband, Abdul Qadir Sharif Abdi, had been detained.
I'm driving on the road and she goes, "Hey, Rhoda, ICE is in your apartment." And I was silent for a minute.
After going to Fort Snelling first for processing, Christensen says her husband is now in a detention facility in Nebraska.
He's devastated. He's just a simple guy that loves his home.
Abdi's story has been documented extensively by local media over the years. A Somali refugee who fled civil war in the 90s, he committed several felonies while part of a Minneapolis gang, but was said to have turned his life around after getting sober and becoming a mentor in the recovery community. In 2018, his lawyers successfully lobbied against his deportation, but this week ICE described him as a, quote, known current member of Vice Lord Nation with convictions of fraud, receiving stolen property, receiving a stolen vehicle, vehicle theft, and multiple probation violations.
He's not a current gang member. We've been married for 11 years. Has he ever been in trouble? No. Has he always checked in with ICE? Yes.
Homeland Security says that Abdi is one of 12 people arrested during ICE's Operation Metro Surge, describing all as being here illegally with criminal histories ranging from child sex abuse to domestic assault.
We're going to enforce the laws of this country without apology, including in the Twin Cities.
Homeland Security won't say whether that operation is still ongoing.
But more people are looking out the windows. They're checking to see, unmarked cars.
Jaylani Hussein with the Council on American Islamic Relations says the 5 Somalis on ICE's list represent a tiny fraction of the 80,000 Somalis living in Minnesota.
They're spinning their wheels because they've actually come to a community that is overwhelmingly U.S. citizens.
We asked Homeland Security today if ICE detained anybody else besides the 12 people listed in their press release, but they have not told us how many total arrests ICE had made this week in the Twin Cities.